Hello everyone, hope you are doing fine. Welcome back to Ayurveda, a smart way to Ayurveda. I am Doctor Kavya Vasudev and you are watching Study Ashtangahridaya series. Please subscribe to my channel and enable the bell button for continuous updates in Samhita. In the last videos, we were discussing Mathrashitheeya Adhyaya of Ashtang Hridaya Sutrastana. We have seen the properties of Hina Matra Ahara and Adimatra Ahara, and the properties of Amajanya Vikaras has also been discussed. If you have not watched those videos, please click the I button to access them. Moving with the next topic, Ajirna. Ajirna means the undigested food. This Ajirna is of three types, that is Ama, Vishtabdha and Vidaktha, and other two varieties of Ajirna are Vilampika and Rasashesha Ajirna. This Ajirna, that is undigested food, when it combines with the dosha, then that particular condition is called as Ama, and the different types of diseases which are being caused by the Ama, such as Alasaka, Dantalasaka, Vishuchika, etc. has been discussed, and the management of the Sadhya, Alasaka and also Vishujika has been dealt in the last videos. So moving with the concept of Ajirna. So Ajirnam cha kabhat amam tatra shofo akshigandayoho sadyo bhukta ivodgaraha praseka utklesha gauravam. Ajirnam cha kabhat amam tatra shofo akshigandayoho sadyo bhukta iva udgaraha praseka utklesha gauravam. Ajirnam cha kabhat amam tatra shofo akshigandayoho sadyo bhukta iva udgaraha praseka utklesha gauravam. So the ajirna, that is undigested food, when it is predominance of kapha dosha, that particular condition is called as ama. This details regarding this ama has been dealt in the previous videos, that is the diseases which are being originated by the ama, such as alasaka, vishujika, and the types of alasaka such as danta alasaka and ama visha. So when this ajirna, that is the undigested food, when it is being predominance of kapha dosha or it is associated with the kapha dosha, then such condition is called as ama, and it will be producing the conditions such as akshi gandayoho shofa, that is shofa means swelling in the akshi, that is eyes, and ganda, that is cheek. So the swelling will be present, and sadyo bhukta iva udgaraha, that is udgara or the belchings will be produced, and it will be similar to that of sadyo bhukta. That is whenever we have taken food or after meals, immediately after that we will be getting the udgara. Just similar to that, the udgara will be produced in conditions of ama. Next is praseka, that is kapha dosha is increased. So in increased kapha dosha conditions, all the secretions will be more. So similarly praseka will be produced more, that is excessive salivation will be seen. Utklesha, that is nausea or vomiting sensation will be produced, and gaurava, heaviness of the body can be seen. So the ajirna, that is undigested food, when it is being associated with kapha dosha or when the body is being predominant of kapha dushti, then such condition of ajirna is called as amajirna, and it will produce the symptoms like akshigandayoho shofa, sadyo bhukta iva udgara, and praseka, utklesha and gaurava. Next is another variety of ajirna, that is Vishtabdham anilat shula vibandha atmana sadakrit. Vishtabdham anilat shula vibandha atmana sadakrit. Vishtabdham anilat shula vibandha atmana sadakrit. So the ajirna type in which the vata dosha or anila is being predominant or excessively aggravated, that condition is called as Vishtabdha ajirna, and this Vishtabdha ajirna will produce shula, that is pain in the abdomen especially, vibandha, that is constipation, atmana, that is flatulence, and sada, debility of the body. So this ajirna, when it is being associated with vata dosha, such condition is called as Vishtabdha ajirna, and it produces shula, vibandha, atmana and sada in the body. Next variety of ajirna, Pittad vidaktham trindmoha brahma amlodgara dahavat. Pittat vidaktham Trit, Moha, Brahma, Amla, Udgara, Dahavat. Pittat, Vidaktham, Trit, Moha, Brahma, Amla, Udgara, Dahavat. So the condition of Ajirna when it is being associated with Pitta dosha, it is called as Vidaktha Ajirna, and it will produce Trit, that is excessive thirst will be produced, Moha, fainting will be produced, Brahma, dizziness or a confusion or giddiness type, Amla Udgara, that is sore belchings will be produced, and Daha, burning sensation can be seen. So the Ajirna when associated with Pitta dosha, or when it is being Pitta dosha is predominant, then such condition is called as Vidaktha Ajirna, and it will produce Trit, Moha, Brahma, Amla Udgara and Daha in the body. Moving with the Ajirna Chikilsa. Lankhanam karyamametu vishtabdhe svedanam prisham vidagdhe vamanam yadva yathavastam hitam bhaved. Lankhanam karyam ame tu vishtabdhe svedanam prisham vidagdhe vamanam yadva yathavastam hitam bhaved. Lankhanam karyam ame tu vishtabdhe svedanam prisham vidagdhe vamanam yadva yathavastam hitam bhaved. So the treatment or the management of Ajirna has been mentioned. That is, in conditions of Ama Ajirna, we have to do the Lankhana Karma, and in condition of Vishtabdha Ajirna, Svedana Karma has to be done, and in conditions of Vidaktha Ajirna, Vamana has to be done. This is a general line of treatment which is being mentioned for Ajirna Avastha. Other than this, the suitable treatment according to the Dosha Dushti can be adopted. So especially in Ama Vikaras, we have seen Apatarpana is the line of treatment, and Apatarpana is of three types, that is Lankhana, Pachana and Shothana. So especially for this Ama Avastha, that is Kapha predominant Ajirna Avastha, we have to go for the Lankhana Karma. When this Ajirna is predominant of Vada dosha, it is called as Vishtabdha Ajirna, and in conditions we have to do the Svedana Karma, and when the Pitta dosha is predominant, that Ajirna is called as Vidaktha Ajirna, and in that condition we have to do the Vamana Karma. Other than that, also we have to give the treatments which are suitable for that particular condition based on the Dosha Dushti. Another variety of Ajirna is called as Vilampika. Gariyaso bhaved leenat amadeva vilampika kaphavadanu-baddha amalinga tat samasathana. Gariyaso bhaved leenat amad eva vilampika kaphavada anubaddha amalinga tat samasathana. Gariyaso bhaved leenat amad eva vilampika kaphavada anubaddha amalinga tat sama sadhana. So gariyaso bhavid, the person will be feeling so much of heaviness in the body, and the condition of amalina. Lina is the word which is being told in conditions where the dosha or ama is not properly eliminated out of the body, and it will be hindered or it will be present inside the Srodhas, especially in the Srodhas, or it will be present inside the body without getting eliminating out. Such condition is called as Leena Avastha. If dosha is not eliminated out and is present inside the body even after the Shothana Karma, such condition we call it as Leena Dosha, and this is Ama which is not eliminated out or is present inside the body, then such condition is called as Ama Leena. So if the ama is in Leena Avastha and also the person will be feeling so much of guruta of the body, that condition is called as Vilampika Ajirna. That is a kind of Ajirna in which the food won't be get properly digested, and in such conditions we have to give the treatment similar to that of ama, and that too Kaphavada Anubaddha Ama Chikilsa has to be given. That is Tatsama Sadhana. Similar to Sadhana here refers to the treatment or the Chikilsa or the karma, whatever we are giving is called as, here refers to Sadhana. So Amalinga Sama Sadhana has to be given to the patient of Vilampika Avastha, and that too if the ama is associated with Kapha and Vada dosha, what all treatments we will provide, same treatment we have to give for the Vilampika Avastha also, because the Vilampika is the Ajirna Avastha, that is the food won't be getting digested, and the person will be feeling very much heaviness in the body, that is gariyasa. Gariyasa means excessive heaviness is called as gariyasa. So the person will be having so much of heaviness of the body, and the ama will be in the leena avastha, that is it will be latent within the srotas. In such conditions we have to go for the ama chikilsa, and also especially this ama chikilsa mentioned for kapha vata associated. So this is the condition called as vilampika and the treatment for vilampika ajirna. Next type of ajirna is rasashesha ajirna. Ashratha hridayatha shuddhe api udgare rasasheshatah shayida kinchidevatra sarvascha anashito diva swapyad ajirni sanjata bhubuksho adyanmitam lakhu. Ashratha hridayatha shuddhe api udgare rasasheshatah shayati kinchit eva atra sarvaha cha anashito diva swapyad ajirni sanjata bhubuksho adyad mitam lakhu. Ashratha hridayatha shuddhe api udgare rasasheshatah shayita kinchit eva atra sarvaha cha anashito diva swapyad ajirni sanjata bhubuksho adyat mitam lakhu. So another variety of ajirna is called as rasashesha ajirna. In such condition ashratha will be produced, that is loss of appetite, or the person won't be feeling of taking the food. A loss of taste or loss of appetite will be produced in the person. And hridaya vyatha or hridayatha, that is a distress of heart region, will be produced even after udgara shuddhi. Udgara shuddhi will be produced, that is in ajirna avastha we have seen that after just immediately taking the food sadyo bhukta udgara will be seen, or in vidaktha ajirna it will be producing amla udgara. So different varieties of udgaras are mentioned in the ajirna. But even though the ajirna is shuddha, that is ajirna udgara is normal, that is belching is clear, then also the person will be feeling distress or discomfort over the chest region, and in such conditions we call it as rasashesha ajirna, that is somewhat ajirna or ama is present inside the rasa, that is rasa is the first dhatu which is being produced from the ahara rasa. This ahara rasa, when it is being properly digested, it will be converted into the rasadi dhatus. So if the proper digestion is not produced, then that particular thing won't be properly converted into the dhadus also. So whatever food we are taking, we call it as ahara rasa. So if this ahara is not properly digested, then it can cause this rasashesha ajirna also. So though udgara shuddhi is seen, but it is producing ashratha and hridayatha, then such condition we call it as rasashesha ajirna. And in such conditions we have to administer, or we have to prescribe the patient for taking rest, shayida kinchiteva, that is to take a rest for some time, that we have to advise for the patient. And in all the kinds of ajirna, sarva ajirna, all types of ajirna, whether it is ama, vidaktha or vishtabdha, vilampika or rasashesha ajirna, in all these ajirnas we have to advise the person to do the diva swapna, that is sleeping during the daytime is advised, that too without taking food. Already in the diva swapna, in the 7th chapter, we have seen the details of the nidra, and in that diva swapna has been mentioned, and the indications of diva swapna has also mentioned. In that also ajirna has been told, and also the how to do the diva swapna is mentioned. That is, if a person who is satmya to ratri nidra, and if he is not able to do that, or if due to some reasons he has to do the ratri jagarana, then what time or how much time he used to sleep during the night time, the half quantity or half the time he has to sleep during the daytime without taking food has been mentioned in the context of nidra or diva swapna. So similarly, in conditions of all the ajirna, we can advise the patient to have a day sleep without taking food. And also sanchada bhubukshu, that is when the person, bhubukshu means the person who is desire or liking to take food, or who is feeling to take food. So when the sanchada bhubukshu, when already we have seen Rasashesha Jirna, he will be having ashratha, loss of appetite will be produced. And when the person feels like taking food, then on such conditions we have to give lakhu and mita ahara. That is, lakhu means very light food and mita ahara means less quantity of the food has to be given. So this is the general line of treatment which we have to give the ajirna condition, that is divaswapna without taking food. And also when the person becomes bhubukshu, or when he becomes hungry, then in such conditions we have to provide lakhu and mita ahara. This is the general line of treatment of ajirna. Next is in general the ajirna lakshana. We have seen the types, that is ama, vidaktha, vishtabdha, vilampika and rasashesha. The types has been mentioned. Next is the general symptoms or signs and symptoms of ajirna, that is ajirna lakshana. Vibandho adipravartirva glanir maruta muthata ajirnalingam samanyam vishtambho gauravam brahmaha. Vibandho adi pravrittihi va glanihi maruta muthata ajirnalingam samanyam vishtambho gauravam brahmaha. Vibandho adi pravrittihi va glanihi maruta muthata ajirnalingam samanyam vishtambho gauravam brahmaha. So in general, the person who is having ajirna, or if a person is not having the proper digestion, then he will feel vibandha adipravartir va. That is vibandha means constipation and adipravarti means diarrhea. So va, that is vibandha or adipravarti will be seen in the person. Either the person with indigestion will be feeling either vibandha, that is constipation, or adipravarti, that is diarrhea. Based on the person's koshta or based on the dosha dushti, it can be either vibandha or adi pravarti can be seen. Next is glani, that is exhaustion will be seen. Maruta muthada, that is muthada of vata dosha or muthada of maruta, that is inactivity of vata dosha will be present, or the normal functioning of vata dosha won't be present in such conditions. Then vishtambha means the distension of the abdomen will be produced. Then gaurava, the feeling of heaviness, and brahma, dizziness or a feeling of giddiness will be produced. These are the general signs and symptoms which are present in ajirna. That is, if the food is not getting digested, then it will produce either vibandha or adipravarti, and also glani, maruta muthada, vishtambha, gaurava and brahma. Next, the conditions of causes for ama utpatti. न च अतिमात्रम एव अन्नम आमदोषाय केवलम द्विष्ट विष्टंभि दग्ध आम गुरु रूक्ष हिम अशुचि विदाहि शुष्कमत्यंबु प्लुतं च अन्नम न जीर्यते उपतप्तेन भुक्तं च शोकक्रोध क्षुधादिभिः न च अतिमात्रम एव अन्नम आमदोषाय केवलम द्विष्ट विष्टंभि दग्ध आम गुरु रूक्ष हिम अशुचि विदाहि शुष्कम अत्यंबु प्लुतं च अन्नम न जीर्यते उपतप्तेन भुक्तं च शोक क्रोध क्षुधादिभिः न च अतिमात्रम एव अन्नम आमदोषाय केवलम द्विष्ट विष्टंभि दग्ध आम गुरु रूक्ष हिम अशुचि विदाहि शुष्कम अत्यंबु प्लुतं च अन्नम न जीर्यति उपतप्तेन भुक्तं च शोक क्रोध क्षुधादिभिः. So we have seen the ama utpatti already mentioned that if a person is taking atimatra of ahara, then it will produces all the dosha dushti and it will be mixing with the food which is not properly digested, that because of the agni-mantya will be present and the food won't be getting properly digested, and that particular thing is called as ama. and then it will produce various symptoms in the body, or different discomfort will be produced in the body, just like alasaka, vishujika, etc. So these all conditions, first initially it has been mentioned that atimatra is the reason for the ama utpatti, or ajirna will be producing, and this ajirna, when the kapha dosha is associated with, it will be becoming ama avastha. So other than that, other than this atimatra ahara, there are other reasons which are responsible for the ama utpatti. That is, atimatra ahara is not only the cause for the production of ama dosha. There are certain other features which produces this ama also. They are dvishta, that is the foods which are disliked. If a person is taking the food which he is not liking, then it won't get digested properly. Then vishtambhi, that is the food which is vishtambhi, or having the property of vishtamba. That is, vishtamba means it produces the flatulence, or excessive vada pravarti will be produced, or adho vada will be more, that is called as vishtambhi. So if the dravyas which are having more of vishtamba guna, in such conditions also the proper digestion of that food may not be happening. Then daktha ahara, that is which are overcooked, the food which is being overcooked, or ama avastha, that is uncooked food, or unripened or uncooked food also. Then guru and ruksha ahara. Guru means which are not easily digestible food, and ruksha means excessively dry food. So if we are taking food, such conditions, that is dvishta, that is which food is not being liked by the person, or vishtambi, the foods which are producing the vishtamba. Then daktha, that is overcooked, or ama, that is uncooked, or guru or ruksha ahara. Also, if the ahara is very hima, that is, or shita, or very cold, and also ashuchi, that is dirty or contaminated food, if it is not properly cooked, or if it is not properly served, then it will be contaminated. And also if it is kept for a long time, then it can also be get destroyed. So such all foods, ashuchi ahara. Then vidahi, the food which causes burning sensation, that also. And shushka, which are dried up. Even the vegetables or the fruits, if we are taking it raw, when it is in shushka avastha, or dried, or even if the cooked food also, if it is shushka, that is dried one. And atyambu pludam, that is soaked in more water, or excessive water content is present in the fruits or vegetables or the cooked food. Then such conditions, in these, if a person is taking such kind of food, that is all the foods like dvishta, vishtambhi, or guru, ruksha, such all foods, or hima, ashuji, vidahi, etc. foods, if a person is taking such kinds of food, then the food ahara na jiryati. Such kinds of foods won't be getting properly digested. This is one condition. And another one, if the person is taking food, or person is consuming food when he is being afflicted with shoka, krodha, kshuddhadipihi, that is shoka means he is in grief, or he is very sad and he is taking food, or a person is very krodha, or he is in angry and he is taking food, or kshuddhadipihi, that is he is in excessive hunger and he is taking food, or similarly other mental emotional status, he is not pleasant and in any other mental emotions are there, and the person is taking food. In such conditions also the food won't be getting properly digested, and this improperly digested food or undigested food becomes ajirna, and this ajirna ahara, when combined with the doshas, will be producing ama, vidaktha, vishtabdha, etc. So these are the other reasons which are responsible for the ama utpatti, and this ama is considered as the main or the base root for all the kinds of diseases. So already in the starting of this chapter we have seen that atimatra ahara is the main reason for ama utpatti, that is atimatra ahara won't be able to digested by the Agni which got Mandya, and the other features will be produced. But not only atimatra ahara, there are other features which are also responsible for the production of ama utpatti or for not properly digestion of the food. They are the foods which are being dvishta, or the foods which produces vishtampa, the food which is very guru or ruksha, very shita or very ashuchi, or producing vidaha, such kinds. And also the mental status of the person is also responsible for the proper digestion of the food. Even though we have taken the proper quantity of the food and in proper avastha or proper quantity of the food with all the things are proper, but if the person's mental status is not proper, or he is not pleasant, or he is afflicted with any emotions other than sukha or hita, then in such conditions like shoka, krodha, kshuda, etc., in such conditions also the food won't be properly digested, and this will lead to the production of ama, and then all the ajirna or ama janya vikaras will be produced. We completed the topics of amajanya vikaras and ajirna from Mathrashitheeya Adhyaya of Ashtang Hridaya Sutrastana. We will be continuing the same chapter in the next videos. For more updates on Samhita, make sure you subscribe the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.